Mary Jane's Natural Farm to Recovery. Yeah, we already got our mixture made. Just gonna do a quick little mix and drink it. Yeah. I'm gonna drop the water first. Thirsty this morning. I got some fantastic news. Beautiful news. I went around yesterday to a few of the local businesses, had my cucumbers and stuff like this, and I did absolutely amazing. In the last 2 days, I've sold almost close to 200 plants. My plants go from $5 to $15 each, 5, 10, and 15, and I got almost 200 plants gone since yesterday, or the day before yesterday. In the last couple of days, it's doing real good. But not only did I get rid of a lot of plants, I picked up a lot of customers for my microgreens. I got orders for zucchini. I had to go packages. I got, oh yeah, I got more people that want me to come back with squash and different plants that I was already sold out of. And yeah, what an awesome, yeah, I got a lot of support yesterday from a lot of large companies here in the city, like pretty big pharmacies. A couple of pharmacies were really happy with what I'm doing and bought a lot of stuff off me and want to buy more stuff. Oh man, they're loving my plants and like telling me how much better they were than Home Depot, and they were so glad to grab my plants instead of buying from them. And oh, what wonderful quality soil, she said. This is amazing. I said, not many people notice how good the soil is. I said, to be honest, you're the first person to notice that the soil's good. So you come across the right people that knows their stuff, and you're going to start making some good sales. Yesterday was deadly. Ganja, what's on the go? I was watching your video real quick there while I was making my mixture. To be honest, I had a little, yeah, I had a quick little peek there before I fired this up, and I see the what's going on there with the global warming and the corrupt government and that, and it's everywhere. It's worldwide, and it's good to see. I'm so glad to see people standing up for something that they believe in against that freaking government. No matter it's the global warming or overworked and underpaid, no matter whatever it is, it was good to see that. Got some triple filter hash today. Nice. Yummy. Alright, you can drink this. I looking down in it, and oh my goodness, I grated up the ginger, and look of it. It's huge today. So, down the hatch. Now, I didn't buy any last night, but I noticed when I was over to the grocery store that they had fresh turmeric in. A whole new stock of fresh turmeric. So I can finally put this and get some nice fresh stuff now today. I got stuff to pick up today, so I'll pick up a few things and I'll grab my turmeric. I didn't get it because I didn't really need it yet, but people were buying it this morning and grab some because it's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out. Things that are healthy in this city are, for 5 oranges across the street was $9.99 for 5 oranges. $9.99. So that's where we're at. Lemons are $1 each, and garlic, the organic garlic, is $19.99 a pound. $5 and $6 for one bulb, and that's since COVID. As soon as COVID hit, garlic went from $3.99 fucking pound right up to 19.99 a pound. Why is that? I don't know why they would do that. My ginger should be here today. It's already late. I ordered up a fine lot of ginger. I'm going to start growing ginger and selling organic ginger here in the city. So I'm super proud. And none of this would have happened if it wasn't for the breath work and being consistent and getting out there with those plants. You know, I didn't self-doubt myself. I didn't say, oh, what are people going to think of me pulling a bunch of plants around in a car? What are people going to think of me going around like this door to door like a big fool with friggin' with plants trying to sell them, man? I never realized how busy and how much needed of a service it was, and how appreciated and how supportive people were going to be that I was doing this. It was awesome. Never doubt yourself. Never think whatever you're doing is foolish. It's not. Get better at what you're doing. Keep doing it. Get better and better. Shut them haters up. Right? Make them suffocate with success and happiness and love. I did some weight workout last night. A few weights. Just a little bit of a chest workout. I took the dogs for a walk, and I got over by the part of the city where they got it's an outdoor gym. And a few of the street people were there hanging out and stuff. So I said I'd stop in for a chit chat. And then I was like, you guys, all you do is hang out here. I said, I never see you using the equipment. Come on, let's go. Well, I had 3 young fellas last night show me up. Show me up, man. One fella pushed up 360 pounds. I said, holy shit, I haven't done that in 20 years. Oh, it was good. But I might have pushed a bit too much last night, but it was fun. I had a laugh. And they surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised. He said, we don't hang out here for no reason. I said, that's awesome. I love it. Oh. Now I'm gonna try a little plank. I still got a lot of phlegm. I'm coughing up a lot of old black chunks off my lungs. And today's day 8. Before I finish doing another plank, today's day 8. I'm glad that one of my viewers were keeping track. I said yesterday was I think day 6, yeah, but yesterday was really day 7, and today is day 8. If I had to go the way I was going, I would have did a 31-day challenge. So I love it. I love it. But anyone popping in out of the chat, boys, thank you for your support. Don't be afraid to smash the like or share it out. This is all about positive energy, self-love, taking care of yourself, learning together. If anyone got any tips or anything they'd like to try with the breath work, when I start the breath work, anything like new that you guys know or something I'm leaving out, please let me know down in the comments. Let me know. Oh, ah, 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 oh, my hip just snapped. But a good snap. Oh, this is really what I needed. If you go back to the first couple of days, I wasn't able to do any of this, especially sitting like this. And to be able to go down and put both of my butt cheeks on my heels. Wow. I haven't been able to do that in years, like at least 3 or 4 years, literally. Oh, sometimes you feel foolish when you realize all you had to do was stuff like this to prevent some of that stuff. Oh my gosh. Nice. Well, I'm going to do my breath work right here in my first set. Five more. As long as you're feeling comfy. Keep telling yourself how much you love yourself, how awesome you are. Nice. Oh my goodness. I had to stay in that position for a minute because I was unable to sit in that position, especially for that long period of time, for years. So we're just going to do a little stretch on the hip here. Now I'm going to do a little straight arm breath work this time to work those muscles around your lungs and in your chest. We'll also work muscles in your arms, your shoulders, your back legs. Don't give up because you're feeling a little tiny bit of pain in your muscles. Those will go away pretty quick, definitely by the end of the 30-day challenge. It should be starting to get a little bit better. taking this little bit of time, getting up extra early, so you know you got time to get it done, is awesome. It's been just working out. The earlier the better, because it's not getting in the way of any of my other things that I gotta do today. Arms straight out. We're going to rotate as we do our breaths. Now, I don't do as many when I'm doing the arm movements. And also when I'm doing my arm movements, I only breathe in for like 4 seconds around, you know. I don't do too big of breaths in and out, because you're doing more than one thing and you're moving back and forth. And I don't want anyone getting dizzy or feeling lightheaded. It should be comfortable. It should be a good feeling. A little bit of force if it's, you know, just you're not in the mood or something like this. But if you're physically feeling uncomfortable, oh, you gotta stop and take a break. But if you're just like, oh, I'm not in the mood for this today, you just push yourself and you will love it. You will love it. Straighten your hands out. You'll feel so good about yourself. It'll make your day so much better. If your morning started off grumpy and you're not just, this will turn it right around. And even just doing the movements are working those muscles and breathing normal, you know. I also feel that I really feel a really nice, I usually have a nice knot right here quite a bit. And it was bothering me. And now that I started doing that yesterday and doing my exercises over the last week, this lump, I can't feel it here anymore. And it's not like, oh, I get really nauseous and everything when I would rub it. It's not like that no more. It's going away. And the kink I was getting in my neck and the way I was sleeping that, like, my neck is feeling looser. It's easier to do this than it was 4 or 5 days ago. Now, I do a few stretches and do stuff throughout the day. This isn't it for me. You know, I still bring the dogs for their 2 and 3 walks. I still, like, if I eat, I make sure I go for that, even if it's for like 2 or 3 minutes. Go for a walk, like literally around the block or around your yard or out around the backyard with the dogs, or, you know, just go look at some nature. Take that 2 or 3 minutes to walk after your meal. It will help your gut health so much and your metabolism. I'm learning this from a lady off Instagram, and she is a dietitianist, and she knows diets and food and all this stuff. And I learned a lot of stuff from her. Oh. Now we're going to sit back. I'm going to sit back against the wall this time and do a full set of 30. And then that will be it for breathwork for today. And move you guys over here a little bit. Center you up a little bit. There you go. Oh, this stretching is benefiting my hip a lot. Thank God for that. Thank God for everything. For everything. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh. But yesterday was such a beautiful day. I didn't realize we had so many small businesses and clothing shops, and holy smokes, I rediscovered a whole new city. Literally, all these new people I met, and oh my gosh, they were all like so awesome. Like this one place was really high end furniture store, like a high end. And yes, it was Lazy Boy. And I went in there, and the owners of that place are amazing. Those people are just, yeah. I say they sell a lot of furniture because they're just so welcoming and nice. And gee whiz, I loved it there. Loved it. And the furniture and everything there. Oh my goodness. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I went on in Lazy Boy with my trailer full of tomato plants. I didn't give a crap. Best thing I ever did. Gee whiz. Met some awesome people. They're ordering microgreens and this and that. And holy cow, they want like 20 plants. They're looking for a good hot pepper. So if anyone got any advice on a good hot pepper, let me know in the comments. Hook me up. All right, here we go with the final 730. Now this time I'm doing long breaths. The center one I was doing belly breaths. So I was switching it up, and I recommend you guys switch it up too. Whatever you're feeling comfortable doing, do it. Tell yourself you are amazing. There are four more. That was awesome. Congratulations, you've made it to day 8. Day 8. The days are flying by. And I'm excited. Like, I'm not in a big rush to get out of bed so early. I do wake up at like 3:30, and then I stay up. But if I didn't have to do this, I would go back to bed because I was up so late at counting and doing this everything like yesterday. But the discipline, the self discipline, is just, yeah, give me huge confidence to go in places like Lazy Boy to try to sell my little tomato plants. And you go in there on shore and come out feeling amazing. I'm so happy I did it. Oh, good move to go in places like that. The next stop is Richmond's. Richmond's Jewelers. I heard he's a real cool guy too. And go in and see if he's into gardening and microgreens and eating healthy. Because these people are busy, busy, busy. They don't have time to be growing their own food. They're running big businesses that are like busy, high end, and the busiest high end places in the city. So, and when I was there was customers in there when I was there. Like, I was the only lazy boy in the city. So it was nice. They're awesome people. If you live in Lloyd, I recommend you go in and chat to them and find out for yourself. Very welcoming. I am so happy with this. Being able to do this right now. Oh man. Seriously. You don't understand. The hip is ready to be replaced. They want to cut me open. Why are they so quick to put me out and cut me open? No way. I don't care what I got. I've realized that and decided that I'm done with whatever I got. I'm not going to hospital and going to doctors and trying to do all this shit. I'm not doing that. No way. I get whatever, I'm done with whatever. Or fighting myself with my naturals. No way. And then how quick they were to go in. And they wanted to do 2 surgeries right away. I went in, I fell down. I thought I broke my hip. Here I chipped a chunk off my hip, according to the specialist, because I got some growth on the arthritis in my hip. So then they send me to the surgeon specialist. Ho, ho, ho. The same surgeon that took my buddy's kidney that they said he had cancer and he didn't feel like he had cancer. The same surgeon. Oh, yes, we got to go in and we got to cut that out on your tailbone. You will be recovering maybe on belly for, a week and a half to 2 weeks of recovery. And your hip, we will have to schedule at a later date. And you will have to get a referral from your doctor. So I will refer you to your doctor and give them my referral, and then your doctor will refer you back to me. I got home and I was thinking, wow, you want to go crazy? No way. I'm not a surgery person. So I got thinking about it, and instead of going to see my doctor, I got a phone call appointment. He phoned me. I said, I'm not getting no surgeries. What can we do naturally to work on what the problem is? And he said, I got tons of options. He said, come in and see me when you're ready. I said, great, perfect. That's what we'll do. So I went in and see my doctor yet. I just started doing this 30-day challenge and started eating healthy and started my ginger and stayed loyal to my garlic drips. Man, that ingrown hair that I've had for the last 7 years that's been going away, coming back, going away, coming back, but it never did totally go away. It would just go away to a point where it was like a little hard lump, but it was still sore, like a pimple almost. And now it's gone. It's dry. It's nothing there. It's not hard. Now my hip is getting better. The pain is slowly going away in my hip. Who knows what was really going on there? Maybe there was something else going on in there. And the turmeric and the all this healthy stuff that I've been doing loyally for months now, actually, for some of it, that everything's fixed. And now adding in the breath work and the stretches, doing the opposite basically. Why don't the doctor tell you to do any of this stuff? Up here, anyway, they don't tell me. They're all about, here's a prescription, or here's this, or here's that. Now, one of my doctors, and yes, I get different opinion. I'll go to another doctor and get another opinion. But there's one doctor, he's into doing this. He wants to put these things in my feet. They're expensive, or in my shoes, and they go on the bottom of my feet. And he said, "Well, naturally put my hip back in place, because the arches of my feet are huge, right?" And yes, I went into a foot specialist yesterday and sold some tomato plants, and they analyzed my feet, and they said they could fix my feet in one session. And that if I continue to just, every time I got a bath, I did a regular little stoning on my foot, that I wouldn't have to go back there anymore. So my feet aren't as bad as I thought they were. But I had really bad feet all growing up, dry, cracked. I used to have to put bags on my feet with cream and powder, and had to do all this stuff all the time with my feet, because they would crack and dry that much, they would be bleeding and everything, and it was a weird foot condition. But I think over the years, or moving away from the ocean and getting up here in the dry weather, did something different reaction or something. I don't know. They're not as bad. But let's go out now and get some of our electrons, because I've been just rambling on here this morning because I'm so happy. Yesterday was a really good day. I woke up with lots of energy. After I woke up a little bit, I didn't really want to get up. But now that I'm here and I did my breath work, I'm like ready to get this day done, man. I'm ready. I'm not groggy anymore. I'm not, this day, or I turned it around. Doing my exercises and doing my breath work gave me the energy to get on the go again. I know I would be just in a depressive mood if I didn't do this. Stick to my routine and do what's good for you. The breath work is amazing. Now, you guys here. This is not like what I'm doing here. When I'm doing this is like praying to God. I'm praying to God. I'm thanking God for anything, everything. I'm thanking God for these trees, the energy that the earth holds, that He gave us, everything. And that's what I do when I'm out here. I'm thanking Jesus. I'm thanking God. I'm breathing the air that He provided for us to be able to live on this earth. Like, the odds of even being here and surviving are very low. You are so lucky to be breathing and to be here right now. We're just staying here by the skin of our teeth. We're blessed just to breathe the air. We're spoiled. And I praise God for that. And I thank God every day I wake up. I weep. Days I weep and I sit there and I cry. Not sadness, but happiness. For God keeping me here and teaching me and showing me and putting the people in front of me that He's putting in front of me every day. It's just amazing. And the energy I feel from this beautiful tree is because of God and nothing else. And that's my faith. I got 100% faith in God. 100% faith in the earth and the air and the nature and the naturalness that He created, or she, or it. We don't know. I know, and probably not even name is God. I don't know. But I know there's a creator. Even the animals know there's a creator. And I know it because I know it through my children. God spared my daughter's life. And He did it. God did it when I asked Him for the help. When I believed. When I had that faith. My daughter was on life support. Her mother was on life support. Her mother had a double pneumonia. I was into the dirtiest of dirtiest life. I was a scumbag. And I took my little dog and put on my chest, and I wept and I wept, and the tears were rolling over my face, and my little dog was licking the tears off my face and all over. And then I took her and I put her up under my shirt, and I took her in the hospital, and I told her to tell God, God's not going to listen to me. But he did. He was listening to me. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're thinking, no matter you're hating God right now, God's still with you. God's still there. He's still next to you. He's still there for you, looking out for you. He's not going to go away just because you're denying him. He's there all the whole time. He carried me. He carried me to where I am today. And there's nothing going to change my mind on that. Nothing ever can change my mind because I know it. I'm not trying to change people or try to convert people, but I ain't going to be shy or what I've seen and what God showed me and what he's done for me. I'm not going to hide it, you know? So after that day, the nurse came in, the nurse, oh, you can't have that dog in here. And she closed the curtains. And this little mama was probably on her way out. The only thing that was saving her was that life support. She was there. She wasn't responding to any drugs that they were giving her. And then I left with the dog. I let Babes down. Babes went up and licked all around the tubes on her chest and all up on her face and everything. And she started waking up. And then the nurse came back in. She's like, oh my gosh, she's waking up. She said, you got to get the dog out of here now, she said. And she turned up the friggin' drip. She was on Ativan, so she was on induced coma. And took the dog out. The next day, she was responding to her antibiotics, and my daughter was feeding on her own. That's God. Great. Nothing changed my mind. I don't believe in coincidences anyways. It's a force of God. And he saved my life so many times. Even one time I was driving with my brother one time in BC. We were going through the mountains. And there was this tractor trailer. And he came over in our lane too early. And he just was coming over. And we had nowhere to go. We were done. Because if we had to go over, we were in the mountains. So where do we go? There's nowhere to go. He's pushing us over the mountain. Right? So this is why you got to be careful. When you're going through the mountains of BC and you see some truckers coming in certain spots, if they don't like you and they know what they're doing, they can push you off the road and push you down over the mountain and keep on going like you were a piece of dirt that just fell down over the rock and went on. Literally. So this guy, we were here and we had the truck and we had a full 31-foot RV trailer on. And we were only driving in a 1500 truck. So she was bouncing. She was just barely pulling this trailer. This truck comes over. There was I don't know how it was possible. Even my brother said, I don't understand how the truck never hit us. It just came right over and it magically went and never hit us. I'm serious. There was nothing else in my mind that it could have been. That someone was looking out for us that day. Right? So, and I got many more stories like that I know that God had done something to keep me here. So, why wouldn't I preach it? Why wouldn't I tell the world after he's saved my life over and over again? Me too, says Ganja. Hallelujah. Yes, God is glorious and there, 100%. Always there. Always. I got a painting that was made for me in my recovery and in my sobriety. I got a really good friend of mine home, Sue. and she's a professional painter. She got a gift. She really is a really fabulous, amazing artist, and she really knows her stuff. And she put together a painting for me, and I'm gonna borrow it. I think I'm gonna borrow it, and then for a day, and then I'm gonna have it here for you guys to see, and then I'm gonna bring it back to the place I donated it. I it's God has got your hand and he's pulling it out, but it's got the needle there and all the blood and the drips coming out. And it just tells you that not only is God trying to pull you out of the flames, but God is there no matter what. Whether you're doing that drugs or whether you're doing some crime or you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, you might be hurting God and God is crying and you're hurting your Father, but listen, He's there. He's not going nowhere. He's there. He's protecting you. And I honestly believe 100% faith that this is just a rental, this body. This is just a rental. Life, this is just a part of the journey. And that when someone small dies or someone medium dies or someone old dies, they're going to a better place. We got to stop being selfish and start celebrating to where they're really gone. We got to bring back that faith, because I know when you take God out of society, the devil appears, and history has proven it over and over again. And here we are, history repeating itself over again. You won't steal my faith. You won't take my faith away, because I am 100% with God, and there ain't nothing going to change that. Ain't nothing going to break that, because He ain't leaving. He ain't going to allow that to happen. He is staying with me now, and the devil's throwing everything at me. Everything in the last 3 years, it'll be 3 years in August actually. In the last 3 years, come August, he has thrown everything at me. Everything. Holy smokes. From homeless to being homeless and offered lots of drugs to sell at the same time. Do you know how hard it was? There was a moment that I was considering. There was a moment, but I reconsidered pretty quickly and never even hesitated. No. And I got so much respect from the street people even, and people that are into the drugs, and even the drug dealers. Like, it takes a lot to get challenged on the street when you're doing addictions work, because I'm into the addictions and community service. And when you're in that field, sometimes they'll test you. They'll test your fear. They'll test and see if you're soft. And I've been tested a lot over the last 3 years. And even my teacher told me that I got to be, she's like, you better be careful what you're doing there. And I got no fear. It's like I know they're going to realize that I'm not there to bust them. I'm not there to tell on them. I'm not there to get them in trouble. I'm there to help the people that wants help, and I even help the people that kind of don't want help, but they do. Like, they want help with food. They want help with a peanut butter sandwich or some water, but they don't want help with their addiction. And I'm fine with that. And they're like, oh, you're still going to talk to me because I don't want to quit? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm still going to be cool to you. Here, do you want a joint? Here, have a joint, man. Make you feel a little bit, take the edge off a little bit. Right? Or now, you want a cookie? Here, have a cookie. Munch on that. Holy cow, man, that cookie you gave me, I went home and passed out, and I never went. One person slept for 18 hours on the edible cookie that I gave him. 18 hours. So that'll tell you what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's probably up for a week. ate that cookie and oh, felt so amazing and sunk in his bed and had a beautiful 18 hour sleep. He said he got up, he never felt so hungry. And all he wanted to do was eat. I said, yeah, because your blood sugar's down and everything's down. And yeah, rehydrate, drink lots of water, man. You know, drink lots of water. And it kind of brings them back to their senses a little bit. So what I'm trying to get going here is get an old ambulance. And I already got my eye on one. It's only $1,500. And it's not for driving around or nothing like this. We don't need it for driving around. We just want something to sit in, hand out peanut butter jelly sandwiches, oranges, apples, fresh water, fresh syringes, fresh, um, naloxone kits and stuff for overdose, and have the edibles on the truck. And I already got some sponsors from BC and a few other grow sponsors that are involved in this already that are willing to send me cannabis to make the product to give to the people. So, and that's what I got to try to do, like try to find some local growers too that are growing for fun and grows way too much and they're happy to give some away for a cause like this. And yeah, I'm hoping to try to get going by August here. And it's they're excited. A lot of those people are excited. I know it's going to get them away from it because it got like cannabis got that way. I'm telling you of it kept my mind on the green side instead of sticking to that chemical side. I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for cannabis, I honestly believe I'd be still in that situation. Cannabis and God helped me get me out, but cannabis was definitely a huge factor of me not having to take any of the juice, not having to take any of the pills to come off that stuff that you can get just as addicted to, and all that stuff for big pharma. I didn't want none of that stuff. I didn't want to go on the juice. I didn't want to be going to the methadone clinic every day waiting for my juice. I didn't want that. You know what I mean? That's not for me. I'm a natural person. I'm a cold turkey. I quit everything cold turkey, except for a bit of cannabis. That's all I took. I quit the crack. I quit the booze. I quit Oxycontins. I was Percocets. Right? So sometimes you used to take 30 or 40 Percocets a day. 30 or 40 a day, a full script in one day. How bad is that on your stomach? Like, I shouldn't be here. Health-wise, and the amount of stuff I put in my body, I'd be after killing a dozen horses. Literally, like, holy smokes, and wicked. I'm serious. I'm serious. I I don't know how I'm still here. I do know how. And I'm telling you how. It's God. It's the only way. It's the only way that I could ever still be here. It's crazy. My mama, she's good at praying. She's a good prayer because I think her faith is strong. And my parents, when I was young, they always took me to church. And we were lucky enough that the church that we went to growing up was a good one. And there was no weird stuff or nothing in my church schools or nothing like that. My church was amazing. And if you were in a bad church, and there was many bad churches, I'm sorry you went through that experience. But there's a lot of real churches out there. And I was lucky enough to go to one when I grew up, and it was Church of the Ascension. It was an Anglican church, and it was a church down on Park Avenue. I'm not sure if it's still there or not. I'm assuming it is. But yeah, that was the church I grew up going to, and it was awesome. There was no Gucci goos or none of that stuff there. And none of my friends or no one else went through any of that stuff. So it was only certain religions, and those certain religions, in my opinion, weren't really faithful to God, right? The ones that are real, and that's the ones that are hard to find and getting harder and harder. I got to be honest. I'm after going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different churches here that are all bad. They're all cults, or they're taking 12% of your check, or like they're praising just Jesus, not God. It's like Jesus is the main one, and so many different. And I've gone to a couple of different religion ones too. Like I've walked into temples. I've been in tons of temples and went through their procedures and been cleared at and wondering why I'm there. And yeah, I've gone to many different churches just to get the feel and to learn, and nothing has come close to the church I grew up going to being close to what should be the right beliefs. So me, I'm more about nature and the things that God made. um, I love animals, and I think they're very important to take care of the earth and our soil, and that's what I'm about. It's not about the global warming about me. It's about saving the dirt. The dirt is what's in trouble. Um, there's no organic left. There's a lot of dead dirt, especially up here. I drive a couple hours, or maybe about an hour north of here, and the dirt is. I would love to get it tested to see what's in there, because there's not even a blade of grass can grow on it. So, you know, it's been sprayed that many times, and the same thing with the farmers. Like, you're supposed to take a rest. You're supposed to give the earth a rest, the ground a rest. There's no rest anymore. There's no such thing. They jumpstart it, they spray it, and they seed it. They jumpstart it, they spray it, and they seed it. They're killing the earth. They're killing our earth, what we need. They're killing the earth to get to the point we have no choice but to eat their GMO food, because that's all that's going to be left. And Bill Gates is over buying all the farmlands in Canada and the US and all around the world, slowly but surely buying it all, so he can pump all your food with all them stuff and do what they want to do, what they're doing. And you can think what you want, but that there is the mark of the beast. Those people are the devil. And we need to do everything that we can to keep the faith in people, to grow their own food, to can their own food. Stop being lazy. Get out, grow that food. You don't know how, learn microbiology. It's easy, just microbes. You start off with some algae, spray water and get algae going on land. Algae goes into the earth, causing microbes. Microbes then breaks down all the organic matter, and then there's stuff able to grow. And this is just so easy as that. But they're not doing that. They're killing the earth. So that's what we need to work on. I don't believe really in global warming. I think the earth will always be here. We won't be. And the earth will reject us. And then there will probably, everything will replenish. Us included, I believe. Just won't be many of us left, right? There's going to be very, very low amount of us left. Basically, the same thing that happened when Noah's Ark. And the earth filled with, flooded up with water. We're going to get a new earth. That's what it's called. A new earth. And once that happens, the earth is going to reject a lot of us. And I believe it. And that's going to be the move. That's going to be it. And I believe that's our creator right there. He's going to make his move. Or she. Right? It'll be. I see you when I get there. I've been on them roads there. Terrifying. Well, I'm not sure who's left in the chat. But today was good. I haven't been able to shut up since I got up here. And it was the same thing yesterday. Everywhere I went in places, no joke. I went in places just like I am right now, talking to you guys, confident, happy. And I go in a place, and all of them say no. No, no, nah, no. And then I get just talking to one, and she talk a little bit about some health. And then I'm not a green thumb. Nah, I'm not a green thumb. I said, no. I said, everyone's a green thumb. I said, everyone knows how to grow food. I said, all you got to learn is a little bit of microbiology. I said, geez, you just feed your plants a little tiny bit of coffee and a little bit of water. Or I said, when you're boiling your potatoes, I said, instead of throwing that water out, give it to your plants, any plants. They love it. It's potassium. It's food for you know. And I said, if you're eating a pineapple, I said, you peel that pineapple, take those peels, boil them up, take that water, feed it to your plants. You just became a green thumb. I'll take one of them, she said. Actually, I'll have one of them cucumbers. Are kind of cute. And here, boom, boom, boom. And I just made $30 off a store that said nobody was buying any. Right? You gotta have confidence in yourself. You gotta have confidence. And in order to get that confidence, why did I have so much confidence in my plants? Why? Because I use ProMix soil that I know Walmart and Canadian Tire and all these corporations are not using. They're using the dollar stuff, the cheapest stuff they got there with a little tiny bit of vermiculite in it. So, for one, I'm using the top of the line ProMix. I've been growing them tomatoes since February. Babying them every day up there, taking care of them, watering them, doing updates on them. I know they're amazing. They already got tomatoes on them. And I know what I'm talking about. I know my product. I know my soil. I'm able to teach people to become a green thumb. So when they see this, they're like, wow, I'm not just buying a plant, but gee, you're going to teach me how to take care of it too? And I said, yeah, here's my number. And you having any issues with your plant that I sold you, you call me and I'll tell you how to fix it. And then boom, people are all over it. All over it. And I was into this pharmacy. It's a high-end, really busy pharmacy. And they're all about, like, this pharmacy isn't like a normal pharmacy. The lady that runs it, she is all natural healing. She's all about natural. So I forgot where I was going to go with this, actually. I just lost my mind because I was thinking about her. But she is an amazing lady. She made me realize a lot. She made me realize a lot that I'm capable. Oh yeah, that's what she made me realize too. So what might start doing is I'm gonna talk to an LED company. I'm gonna try to get a deal on some LED lights. I'm gonna order them up. I'm gonna put together some kits. So you're gonna get some soil. You're gonna get a nice little light, and I'm gonna try to keep it so it's at around $150. Okay. So for the $150, you come see me for an hour. I'm going to teach you how to use this system that you're taking home. And then you take it home and you set up and grow your own food. So then I get a class together, and then when the class sells out, say I do classes of 30, and then wait till do it as couples or something like this, and then they can come in and learn how to do their seeds, and we'll even germinate a little bit and do some demonstrations and stuff, and teach them how to set up their grow lights and give them a little idea in soil health and biology and stuff, and yeah, charge them a little price for teaching, and then send them home, and then you got people growing their own food. And that's a really good idea that this pharmacist gave me. So she said, you really, really, really knows your stuff, because I was going on all these different things you can use in your house to feed your plants and not have to worry about water dying or this or that, right? Even just worm castings. RJ Gaming, what's on the go, bro? Let's get you a wrench. I pretty well gives everybody a wrench. I tried to be a YouTuber and just have 2 or 3 mods. Well, I couldn't do it. I had to give everybody a wrench. It's just, yeah, it's like total separation. It's just all that YouTube is a big conspiracy. That's all it is, really. Everyone's competing. Foolishness. I hope the hell whoever got 200 or 300, I hope you blows by me and gets yourself millions of followers and succeeds in every dream you want, because you deserve it. And the only thing stopping it is you and our doubts ourselves. Well, boys, thanks for coming in. I got to get on the go here now. I've been up here for an hour, and we got everything done. I'm feeling amazing. I'm getting ready to go out today to make some more sales, meet some more new people. But first, I'm going to go up. I'm going to pop all of these, get all these zucchinis going. I got a bunch of orders for May 24th weekend that people, like a lot of people that know what they're doing and know wait till May 24th weekend to put their stuff out. Everyone that bought tomatoes from me now, I told them all that they can't stay out overnight unless they're going to put a sheet over them or put them back in their garage or bring them in their house every night. The chance of frost is pretty good here until May 24th weekend, really. So I'm surprised I'm as busy as I am, because usually it don't pick up till May 24th weekend. But I think me going around did it. People are seeing my smile, my confidence, and like even when nobody wants to buy, I'm not rushing out the door. I'm not making no money here. I'm still there chatting to people and giving them my time, and I'm not rushing out of there. And they can tell it's not about just the money for me. They can tell I'm trying to teach people how to grow and trying to get into growing their own food, and that's what it's all about for me. So push it, guys. If you're not growing your own foods, you should start, even if it's small, with a little bit of lettuce or spinach. Don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to get your hands into it, because it's the only way you're going to go from I'm not a green thumb to holy cow, I'm growing and eating my own food. And you're going to say, why did I ever go and rely on people that possibly, and I know they are, but possibly could be poisoning your food? Why trust when you could just have your own beautifulness, and then it gives you confidence that you've never thought you could have in yourself? And then you start doing things that you didn't realize you could do, and doors start opening that you didn't even realize would open. If I had stayed depressed here yesterday and decided not to go out over that door, I wouldn't have met all those people I met yesterday. It was amazing, and I can't wait to go out and do it again today in a different part of the city. And I can't believe how many businesses are here, and a lot of them are shutting down, because if I didn't know they were there, there was many other people know that they're not there. So I'm trying to go, I might try to put something together for these little businesses. I just came up with a little idea right here, right now on the live. I'm going to put together a small business booklet. Yes, yes. I'm going to go around to all these places. I'm going to start a pamphlet book. I'm going to start a coupon book. A coupon book. But people got to buy them. I go door to door selling them, or sell them online, and you buy a book. So say you pay $25 for this book, but it'll be over $500 worth of savings in all these small businesses around here. And people will be like, what's this business? Save $25 at this clothing place that they didn't even know existed here, and they're going to go. Yeah. I'm going to start that today. When I go around with my tomatoes, I'm going to stop into a few of these little businesses and see if they're interested in that. If they are. So the way it would work, would be to charge the businesses to be in the book, and then charge the people to buy the book, because there's so much money savings. They're spending $25 to save hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But all these little businesses would have to pay to be in this book, because it's like a commercial, right? And then I go out and distribute all these and make sure they get out to everybody, and go out and try to get rid of them all to get their name out there. It's actually a really good idea. Yes, cheers. Thank you, Ganja. I just thought of that little idea, so I just had to get it out. And now that it's up in here, I won't forget it because it's on video. And anyone could do that. It's a really good idea, and it would really help the small businesses in your city or town. And only allow the small businesses to be in there. You can do a different one for the bigger businesses and charge them bigger monies. if they're interested in getting in this book, right? I think it's a good idea. So I got something there. Boys, girls, don't stop doing what you're doing. Don't have doubts in yourself. Give yourself credit and no self doubt. Lots of self love. Don't be afraid to tell yourself how good looking you are. Don't be afraid to tell yourself how much you love yourself. And the more you do that, the more it becomes true. Until next time, keep it in your own lane. MJ loves ya. See you tomorrow, guys. Peace. Peace.